How about we just all take a breath? It's just game one of an 82 game season. Let's just all relax. Let's take a breath real quick. Let's not overreact here. A 29-point beatdown for the Spurs. They went into the Warriors gym and punched them dead in the mouth. That's the only way to really say it. Jay Nelson here. The Warriors, the most talked about team in probably the last 3 years. The last 3 years, they have been the most talked about team in the NBA. They're probably even more talked about than the Heat team from a few years back. High expectations for this team. Game one, Spurs punched them in the mouth. And the weakness we knew the Warriors had with this signing of Kevin Durant in the offseason, having to give up bigs like Ezeli and Bogut, 2 7-footers, skilled 7-footers. Ezeli raw, but Bogut, it's a great defensive anchor. He's a great big man passer. We knew that they was small on the inside, but tonight it really showed. 20 plus rebounds for the Spurs tonight. 20 plus. LaMarcus Aldridge, he was eating all night. This is the big one. This is the key stat for me right here. 21 offensive rebounds. 21 offensive rebounds for the Spurs. The thing about it, in the third quarter I was watching the game, and I love Steve Kerr, but I think he got in. This is only game one, so there's a lot of things to see where people fit, but this is where I think he messed up, and hopefully he does fix this. When you see a team that is getting beat on the inside, getting beat on the glass, they're too small. You have Pachulia, who was on the bench at this time that I'm bringing up, and Draymond Green, who are their two starting big men on the bench. And David West is playing, and Durant is going to play. So I guess Durant is the 5 or the 4, and David West at 6'10", 6'9", is your 5 or your 4. Whatever way you want to put it, they're the two bigs that's in the lineup. If you have been getting beat with Pachulia and Draymond Green on the glass, if you have been getting punched in your mouth on the glass all night, and now you bring in a older David West, who was about the same size as Draymond Green, and Durant, who really is not a presence on the inside defensively, had a lot of weak side blocks tonight. Why do you have Anderson Varejao and JaVale McGee, 2 7-footers sitting on the bench? They have to play. They're not going to give you much offensively, but you really need them for a defensive presence. You need those guys in there. And it's a thing of matching up. So against the Spurs, against any team, really, the Warriors are probably going to be too small. But especially against the Spurs, McGee and Anderson Varejao, they have to play. David West played too much minutes tonight for me. 33 3-point shot attempts for the Warriors tonight. Kawhi Leonard, who was second in MVP voting last year, 2 times Defensive Player of the Year, career high tonight, 35 points. He was balling. 15 to 15 from the line, sure, but he was balling. Every year this guy has been in the league, I think he's in his 6th season now, he has gotten better. He came in the league as a defender. Offensively, he has gotten better. Shot 47% tonight. Every way, ball handling, shooting, mid-range, 3-point, doesn't matter. All around on offensive end, he has gotten better. LaMarcus Aldridge, 20 points tonight. 26 points tonight for Aldridge. 14 boards. He was eating down low on the glass. And Jonathan Simmons, a journeyman, 20 points tonight for him. Big block on Curry tonight. Steph Curry had a solid game. He took a lot of balls to the hoop, which that's the same thing I want to see Klay Thompson do. Klay had 11 points tonight. He started off really slow. Third quarter, he picked it up. But Curry and Klay, when the shot is not going, 3 out of 10 for 3 tonight with Curry, 1 for 6 for Klay, they have to take it to the hoop. That's just something they have to do. but it's just it's only one game. You cannot overreact here. I do think that Ian Clark, he does not play defense. Ian Clark does not play defense at all. He seemed to be really unsure, just like the Warriors were on defense. This was a defensive issue tonight for the Warriors. They seemed really unsure. Ian Clark just seems really unsure offensively all the way around. He cannot be ball handling. Iguodala, Sean Livingston, they have to be the ball handlers coming off the bench. Clark's job has to be just to shoot. That's the only thing. He's like, to me, when I'm watching this game, just looking at him, he's like that guy at the park who loves to shoot, doesn't play defense, but when he does play defense, he just ball hawks, just watches the ball. Like I said, Durant played great weak side defense tonight. It's the first game. Draymond, 18 points tonight, 12 boards and 6 assists. So still Draymond is being Draymond. Durant had a great game, 11 of 18, 27 points, 10 boards, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Great game for Durant, 100 points for the Warriors, but this was a defensive issue. Spurs punched them in the mouth. That's plain and simple. But I'm still picking the Warriors to come out the West. I did not do my video on my predictions as far as standings, but I thought the missing of Tim Duncan would be huge. Now this is only game 1, so after 81 more games we'll see. But I thought the Spurs would kind of decline without Tim Duncan. Not even on the court, but just having Timmy around off the court. I thought that would be a factor, and I dropped the Spurs to being the 4th best team behind the Warriors, the Grizzlies, and the Trailblazers. I kind of regret that tonight. that tonight, despite this being only the first game of the season. I am definitely wanting to take that back. I at least want to move them up to 3rd, or at least 3rd, maybe not 2nd, but definitely 3rd. But this is only game 1. Got a lot of basketball to play. Warriors have a lot to do defensively, and the Spurs just look like they were in mid-season form. Everyone's cutting. A lot of off-ball screens. The ball is moving. They look great tonight. They deserve the win tonight, and they just played a man's game tonight. And the Warriors have to play McGee or Verjao when they're getting beat this badly. They have to take the minutes away from David West. He's played a little too many minutes for me tonight. But like I said, it's only game 1. 29-point victory for the Spurs tonight. Guys, get in the comment section. Let me know. I cannot wait to see this comment section about Kevin Durant. I can't. I shouldn't even go and seek this out because I know the horse shit that's going to be behind it. The exaggerating on the hate, but I can't help it. Guys, get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this year. Let me know your standings for this year. And until the next video, I'm out.